Hi, good day everyone. We are the group 4 and we will be reporting about the chapter 4, which is the katutubong panukat na psychological or the indigenous personality measurement. So this chapter is divided into 4 subtopic and I will be the first one to discuss about the panukat ng pagkataong Pilipino by Carlota. Next po, yan. So si Ana Daisy J. Carlota, she was a full-time faculty member of the Department of Psychology in the UP Diliman from 1965 until 2012. The courses she teaches include psychological measurement, psychological assessment, developmental psychology, and research methods. So what is the panukat ng pagkataong Pilipino? So the PPP, it is a personality test which assesses 19 traits. The test is intended for the age range of 13 years and above, although usage has mostly been with adults. So, yung PPP po, ginagamit siya to discover one's personality in terms of various Filipino personality clusters such as the interpersonal relations, personal traits, and intelligence creativity. So, yung PPP po, nagagamit siya for research, for screening for employment, screening for acceptance in the programs, and for counseling. The two types of norms for the PPP are the percentiles and the standardized scores. And yung PPP po, it was initiated in 1978 and was motivated by several factors such as the lack of agreement among Filipino researchers about the most salient dimensions of Filipino personality. Second is the choice of traits were from foreign-made tests and the scarcity of indigenous. At present, the PPP is available in the original Filipino version as well as in English. The 19 traits of the PPP have been clustered into 3 forms as follows: the Forma K, the Forma S, and the Forma KS. Under Forma K po, which includes those traits that are salient for interpersonal relations, we have the pagka-maalalahanin, pagka-madaldal, pagka-magalang, pagka-maramdamin, pagka-masunurin, pagka-matulungin, pagka-maunawain, and pagkapalakaibigan. While under Forma S naman po, which consists of personal traits, we have the pagkamaayos, pagkamahinahon, pagkamapapagkumbaba, pagkamasayahin, pagkamatapat, pagkamatyaga, and pagkaresponsable. And yung sa Forma KS naman po, which is an intelligence creativity cluster, we have the pagkamalikhain, pagkamapagsapalaran, pagkamasikap, and the pagkamatalino. So that's all about po the panukat ng pagkataong Pilipino. Yung next personality test naman po, which is the panukat ng pagkatao at ugali, will be discussed by Ate. Ate, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone. My next topic is about Panukat ng Ugali at Pagkatao by Enriquez and Guanzon Lapena. Virgilio G. Enriquez. Siya ang ama ng psikolohiyang Pilipino. Pioneered on the effective use of indigenous methods in Philippine social science research. Pambansang Samahan ng Psikolohiyang Pilipino, National Organization of Filipino Psychology, a field he established in 1975. Maria Angeles Guanton Lapena, the co-researcher, a faculty member of the Psychology Department of De La Salle University. Her field of expertise is in psychometrics and social science methodologies, and her name is linked with the Pambansang Samahan sa Psikolohiyang Pilipino. a national organization, Filipino Social Sciences. Next slide, please. Dr. Enriquez sought to construct a test in Filipino that measured Filipino-oriented traits, behavior, and attitudes. The resulting test, the Panukat ng Ugali at Pagkatao, PUP, was presented in 1981 at the International Conference on Personality Assessment, after which work on the test continued over the years. The items may be rated through a 5-point bipolar scale. 19 identifier items on self-claimed personality traits which are included in the PUP for personality research purposes. The validity scales indicate the respondent's tendency to deny basic truths and to reject cultural values held by Filipino. Next slide, please. And the domains under PUP are extroversion or surgency, agreeableness, consciousness, emotional stability, intellect, and openness to experience. And that is my topic about panukat ng ugali at pagkatao, PUP, and that's all. And the next reporter is Kiana po. This is next slide, Kiana, for me to read your about locally developed psychological tests by Cypress Ortega and Guanzon Lapena. Kiana, your floor is yours.
Thank you, Autepam. So, quick introduction about the author. Cypress Ortega and Gonzon La Peña. Cypress Ortega and Gonzon La Peña, 1997, documented and organized the information on both published and unpublished work in the area of psychological measurement, and saw a recent upsurge in the development of indigenous psychological measures. They further noted that the 1970s saw tests develop in creativity, self-perception, personality, and vocational testing, and the 1980s an increased interest in personality testing, with a number of researchers doing studies on the Filipino child and the Filipino adolescent. So, ayon kina Susana Cypress Ortega at Maria Angeles Guanzon La Peña, 1997, may halos 200 panukat na ang naidevelop mula pa noong 1950 sa iba't ibang larangan ng psikolohiya tulad ng psikolohiyang pang-edukasyon, 1950s, projective test, 1960s, panukat ng personalidad at pagkatao, 1970s, mga panukat para sa mga bata at kabataan, 1980s, at malawak na larangan ng kilos, pag-iisip at mga katangian in 1990s. So, next is discussions on new developed indigenous local psychological test by Jalen.
Hello. Discussions on new developed indigenous and local psychological tests. Foreign psychological tests were widely used here in the Philippines from different settings for the same purposes. Most of the intelligence test, aptitude test, achievement test, personality test, neuropsychological tests, and even happiness or well-being, scales that are used in academic, industrial, and clinical settings, were standardized and validated from different foreign countries. Development of indigenous research methods. In 1975, Carmen Santiago, a postgraduate student of psychology at UP, did a study on pagkalalaki also meaning masculinity, for a class under Enriquez. This study was to be the turning point in Philippine social research, where it was in her articles Santiago 1975 and 1977 that the pag, pakapakapa or groping approach was first introduced. Enriquez 1992, as cited by Bernardo, supported his idea and advocated for the development of indigenous psychological tests or personality and intelligence, among others, have been developed. Examples of Filipino-made psychological tests: Panukat ng Katalinuhang Pilipino, no? Or PPP, Filipino Values Scale, Panukat ng Sarili, Emotional Quotient Scale for Children, Assessment of Grandparenting Style, and more. There are still other researches that we aren't di po namin masyadong na-access because it was gate kept by different websites, but we still found some, and ito po yan. Thank you po.